Hello and welcome to the show. My name is Alex and this is TechFlow. If you've been watching my vlogs recently, you've known that we're messing around with the X9 fly car. That little red remote control car that can also fly as well. And you guys have said, Alex, do a TechFlow video on it. This is the X9 fly car. Let's do this. So getting this thing out of the box, you can clearly see that it's not well built, it's made out of plastic, and it's a little bit gimmicky. But that's not what this thing's about. This thing is about getting it on the ground, driving it around, flying it, and actually just having a little bit of fun. So let's just jump straight into the experience of doing that. Now, you need to put 4 AA batteries in the controller, and the drone actually comes with its own little battery. Now, this battery is honestly tiny. When I first saw it, I was like, how is this little blue battery going to power the 4 props and propellers when this thing's actually taken off? But it does power it pretty well. You charge the drone via a USB cable, plug it into like an iPhone wall adapter, or even just like an Anker portable battery, and you can charge this thing up in about half an hour, which is pretty cool. Once you've done that, you've got your 4 AA batteries in your controller, you've got your little blue battery in the car. Turn on the car on the bottom, turn on the controller, wait a second for a few little beeps, wait for the controller to pair to the actual model itself, and bish bash bosh, off you go. You're ready to drive round and fly round at the same time, simultaneously. Now, you really do get the feel of this being a remote control car as well as a little bit of a tiny little flying drone. If you want to use this thing as a remote control car, it will work absolutely fine. I mean, there's no actuation on the actual steering itself. It's either like left, forward, or right, but it does work. You can use this thing as a pretty cheap, crappy remote control car. But where this thing shines is the 4 propellers, as you can clearly note when you first look at it. Yes, this thing can actually take off. So you actually find that it is a little bit of a rubbish remote control car. It has no shock absorption, the steering's a little bit rubbish. It doesn't go that fast. But if there's an obstacle you can't get over, you know what you do? Just take off. Now, it is pretty hard to fly. It's got no GPS stabilization, no fancy features. I wouldn't even recommend really flying this thing outside unless there is 0 wind conditions. Flying this thing inside is pretty fun. Around the lounge, in the kitchen, in your bedroom. It's small enough to fly it inside, through the hallway. It is really, really, really fun. Now, I've been messing around with the trim because sometimes when you take off, it does like want to fly back or fly in its own little direction, even though you don't tell it to, which is a little bit annoying. It's the only gripe I found with this. I've tried to alter the trim, didn't really make any difference. I still take it off and it would fly backwards, even though I'm not telling it to fly backwards. But still, it's not that much of an issue once you get used to it. And this might just be an issue with my model. Not all of them, if that makes sense. But this is a massive hit with everyone. It's just so different having a remote control car that then can physically take off. Everyone I've showed this car to, my little 5-year-old brother, and even adults, they're like, that is absolutely awesome. Like, this is really, really cool. There's nothing else really like this on the market for this sort of price. Now, you do get 4 extra props in the box in case you do break it, and you also do get an instruction manual, but you don't really need to read the instruction manual. This thing is fairly self-explanatory. And funny story, when I first took this thing off, I did fly outside in strong wind conditions. The wind did take it away. It then fell out the sky from probably about 25 meters up, landed on the floor, and it was still absolutely fine. So that is my durability test, and that's me saying it's pretty durable. It's very durable. I haven't even replaced my props yet. I've had no need to. They're still in contact. Now, the controller itself is really cool. It has a little LCD display on the bottom of it, which has like a little bit of a thrust monitor so you can actually see what is going on. Here is the controller. You turn it on, it has an audible beep, and then you have a little screen down here, and as you move your sticks, you can actually see how much thrust you are putting through to the drone itself, and it also has a signal indicator, but I will note that signal indicator is fake. But I mean, that's pretty much it. You get to be in the air for about 15 minutes, playing with this thing for about 15 minutes before you have to recharge the battery. After all, it is a gimmick, but it's a good gimmick. I really enjoy messing around with this thing. Me being an 18-year-old lad, I know I am a bit of a kid all the time, but I really do enjoy it. It is really cool. And to be honest, I think it would make a really cool gift. You know, there's people that you're struggling to buy a gift for, you just don't know what to buy them. X9 fly car, literally, they'll be off their But that's it, there's literally not much else to say. It is like just as I've explained it. It's really cool. You get 50 minutes of flight time. It's a crappy remote control car, but it flies, and it's a lot of fun. Like, a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Mine has been Alex, this has been TechFlow, and we'll catch you in the next one.